An extremely common conversation that I have with business owners is, how can I use the cash sitting in the trading business or the trading company or the trading group? How can I use those funds to then invest in property? And the natural sort of thought process would be, okay, set up a new property SPV, property investment company, and then just keep giving loans, 50k, 100k, 200k, a million. Loans are a headache. In practice, loans are a headache, and also for tax purposes. So there are better ways, and one particular way that we assist business owners with is with the insertion of an investment holding company, otherwise known as a personal investment company or a linked investment company. So fancy terminology, but the main thing is that it gets the job done, or it achieves, or it helps the business owner achieve their goals tax efficiently and with keeping in mind a good structure. So effectively what happens is, this also works quite well, in fact, if you have two shareholders, 50-50, let's say, or even 3, 4, whatever, but they're unconnected with each other. And they have different risk appetites, they have different plans for the future. Obviously they want to do things for their own families. So how do we sort of extract funds for their own personal family investment companies? So that's where, again, this structure works well. And effectively, by way of a reduction of share capital, so that's the technical aspect, which is the mechanism that is used to undertake this structure completely tax-free, which is the insertion of these personal investment companies on top of the trading group, which sits at the bottom, which then allows for dividends to be extracted upwards, completely tax-free, no headaches of loans and the rest of it, into each family investment company. And then the husband, wife, the children, whoever's involved in those companies, they can go off and complete or get on with their own investments with their differing risk appetites. So it's a very, very useful mechanism to have in place, and this is something that we obtain clearance with HMRC from without issue. And we look after all the aspects. So from the start, which is the advisory, the HMRC correspondence, and then the actual implementation, so the legal documents to implement the structure, the company's house filings. We can look after the whole process for you in-house without incurring the stamp duty 0.5% tax charge, which is, I had a discussion with a business owner just a few days ago, and they'll be going ahead. The value of the company is 40 million. So if you do very broad, rough calculations, on the call, I just done the calculation top of my head, but we're easily looking at 150 to 200,000 pound stamp duty tax charge. Stamp duty, and I'm not talking about stamp duty land tax, stamp duty on shares at 0.5%, which is still quite hefty, right? So this, under this mechanism, which is different from a share for share exchange, we can get this structure implemented for you in absolutely no time. So get in touch with me. My name is Omar Aswat. I am a chartered tax advisor regulated by the Chartered Institute of Taxation, and I work very closely with business owners throughout their business life cycle. So this can mean anything tax related. We can sort of look at from the start, remuneration strategies, limited company, sole trader. Your accountant, the accountant will probably be able to do that. But then we go on to the more technical and complex stuff, which is share schemes, EMI share schemes, growth shares, the rest of it, R&D, patent box, capital allowances, structurings, restructurings, holding companies, demergers, if it becomes relevant. And then towards the end of the life cycle, we start looking at things like succession planning, the sale of the business in preparation for sale, SSE, substantial shareholding exemption, sale to an employee ownership trust, MBO, third-party sale, whatever it may be. And then, the final step is around the inheritance tax position of the shareholders. We also work closely with professional intermediaries, such as accountancy firms, accountants, lawyers, solicitors, financial advisors, trustees, wealth planners. And, we can assist on a very high level with our expertise and experience in tax matters. So inheritance tax planning, as I mentioned, and wider tax matters, tax inquiries and investigations, property tax, and the rest of it. I hope to speak to you soon. My email address is down below. Speak to you soon. Have a good day.